Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 308 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big game last week was Lunar Remastered Collection, and the games coming out this week include Steel Seed, Hexis, Once Upon a Puppet, Out of Moves, Amazon the Explorer's Legacy, Annie Last Hope, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Nano Apostle, Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade, Pacify, Paper Dash Las Vegas, and Survivalist Invisible Strain. There are some Game Pass updates from this week. You can now play Grand Theft Auto 5 on Cloud Console and PC, Neon White on console, SpongeBob SquarePants The Patrick Star Game, Cloud Console and PC, Crime Scene Cleaner, Cloud PC and Series X and S, Tempopo, Cloud Console and PC, April 24th, big release, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Cloud PC and Series X and S. Another one, Towerborn Game Preview, Cloud PC and Series X and S on April 29th. On April 30th, Far Cry 4, Cloud Console and PC. On May 1st, Anno 1800, Cloud PC and Series X and S. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Cloud Console and PC. The new version of that. And then May 6th, Dredge, Cloud PC and Series X and S. Now into last week's biggest news stories, and we have 5 to cover this week. Number 1, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered images leak from developer website. Eric Van Allen at IGN writes, more details of the long-rumored relaunch of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion have surfaced thanks to a leak on a developer's website, with screenshots and images detailing The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Discovered and shared around various forums including Reset Era and Reddit, the images were reportedly found on the developer Virtuos's website. The leaked images depict a remastered version of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion with some noticeable enhancements in models, details, fidelity, and more. As of this writing, the Virtuos website is now nearly impossible to access as most pages outside its main landing page seem to be down. When details have quickly been scrubbed, numerous screenshots and details have already been spread around the internet and shared. Per VGC, the long-rumored game will be titled The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered and is developed by a collaboration of Virtuos and Bethesda's Dallas and Rockville studios. Virtuos is no stranger to working on remasters, developing and assisting on numerous remasters of notable games, including The Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. Also from the site, the Oblivion Remaster will reportedly be launched on PC, Series X and S with Game Pass, and PlayStation 5. There will also be a deluxe edition with bonuses including some weapons and horse armor, and a knowing ode to the controversial 2006 DLC. We have been hearing about this game since some of those leaked documents came out in the FTC trial in 2023, and I am sick and tired about hearing about this game. It is very real. Can they please just announce it? I guess they're shadow dropping it this week, if rumors are continued to be believed. But my question is why? You have the Xbox June showcase in 2 months. Wouldn't this be an amazing pop and shadow drop? Also, when you look at some of these images, it does feel a lot more like a remake than a remaster. Regardless, I'm excited to check it out. I will at least spend an hour or two playing this game. This was one of my first Western RPGs that I really ever played on the 360, and I played that intro too many times, but never fully beat it because I was a younger, dumber kid. Number 2, Xbox April update lets you buy games more easily, stream them on consoles. Eddie Makic at GameSpot writes, Microsoft has announced the details of Xbox's upcoming April update, and it's a big one, with new features planned across console, streaming, Game Pass, and the mobile app. Here's a rundown of everything you can expect. Xbox app updates. Starting with the Xbox app for mobile, the April update introduces the ability to buy games and DLC, as well as join Game Pass and redeem perks. Players can even set a purchase game to pre-install on their Xbox console from wherever they are. The aim here, it seems, is to help people buy games faster and more easily, as Microsoft said it will require just 2 clicks to buy games and DLC from the app. The update is rolling out soon across iOS and Android. Stream your own game on console. Beginning today, April 16th, Game Pass Ultimate members can stream select games they already own, in addition to supported Game Pass titles on their Series X and S or Xbox One console. The appeal here is helping users save space on their hard drive and to get into games faster. It's also a nice perk for Xbox One owners, as they are now able to stream the newest Series X and S exclusive titles on their older machine, because the game is streaming, not played locally. Of course, cloud streaming requires a strong and reliable connection for the best results. Remote play and other new features in the Xbox April update. Beyond the new features mentioned above, the April Xbox update allows people to play any game installed on their console via the Xbox Remote Play website on any device with a supported web browser. Microsoft said the goal here is unifying Xbox Remote Play and Xbox Cloud Gaming on Xbox.com to support more devices, open access to the store and the Xbox app on mobile, and make it easier for our teams to optimize the streaming experience and build new features going forward. Microsoft added that support for select Samsung Smart TVs, Amazon Fire TV devices, and MetaQuest headsets is coming soon. What's more, beginning this month, select original Xbox and Xbox 360 backwards compatible titles will be available to stream via Remote Play. Also in the April update is a new way to free up storage on your Xbox console. The free up space page will now recommend things like duplicate copies of games and games that players no longer have access to for whatever reason. Additionally, the Game Hub pages have been given a refresh with a South of Midnight dynamic background for Xbox Series X and S is now available following the game's launch on April 8th. We don't usually detail too much of the Xbox monthly updates, but this really was a big one. Having that ability to buy everything from the phone is awesome and quick. For me, window shopping all the big sales that they do, like we'll talk about at the end of the show, but also stream your own game on console. I recently had an issue with this. I swore that I downloaded Doom Eternal on my Xbox Series X, and the one I went to go play it, sure enough, I didn't have it fully downloaded, so I had to sit there and wait 35 minutes for it to download. It was a big one, and for some reason my internet was running pretty slow that day. I was looking all over to try to figure out how I could stream it until the game was ready, and it just wasn't available yet. More good news, more options to play, go Xbox. Number 3, Destiny 2's next expansion, The Edge of Fate, will be revealed next month. Marcus Stewart at Game Informer writes, Destiny 2 The Final Shape wrapped up the decade-long story that began in the first game, and fans will soon find out where the franchise is heading next. Bungie has announced a reveal event for the game's next expansion, The Edge of Fate, on May 6th. The event will air at 12 p.m. Eastern. Bungie promises to detail The Edge of Fate and much more, but it doesn't elaborate further than that. Originally codenamed Apollo, The Edge of Fate will be the start of a brand new saga, as well as the first step of the Year 11 roadmap the studio revealed last September. Going forward, Destiny 2 will receive 2 medium-sized expansions per year, with 4 free content updates each year. Bungie also wants to get more experimental with its campaign structure, teasing ideas such as non-linear formats, and tinkering with other genres such as Metroidvanias, roguelikes, and survival. Bungie provided some insight into the Edge of Fate's non-linear progression in its roadmap, stating, quote, because the more you play and discover, the more the story progresses, so experiencing a certain number of threads opens up the next part of the story. The order in which you explore will be something you choose, but we have built codename Apollo in a way that the story always makes sense and flows from beginning to middle to end. There's no time gating, no waiting for the next drop, codename Apollo's story unfolds based on player progression, end quote. I gotta say, as someone who played Destiny basically almost every year for the 10 years that it was going, the Final Shape was just a perfect end. It seems like they really should just put Destiny to bed for a while, focus on Marathon, and then come back with a big bang in Destiny 3. I'm really intrigued to see how this does, especially as they're working on launching Marathon this year. Oh, Bungie. Number 4, Ubisoft is making another Battle Royale, this one inspired by Apex Legends Report. George Yang at GameSpot writes, Ubisoft is reportedly making a new Battle Royale game that's inspired by Apex Legends, so much so that the project once used the game as a thumbnail. According to Insider Gaming, Ubisoft's new Battle Royale game is codenamed Scout and has been in development for a few years already. Its characters are said to be similar to Apex Legends' own Pathfinder, Wraith, and Lifeline as well as others. The company's higher-ups reportedly want to take advantage of Apex Legends' dwindling player base. As a result, they are said to think that there's now an opportunity to launch another Battle Royale game. This is despite Ubisoft's internal research team indicating that engagement in Battle Royale games is on the decline. Ubisoft has already entered the Battle Royale genre with Hyperscape, however its servers were shut down back in April 2022. Ubisoft was also reportedly making another Battle Royale game codenamed Pathfinder, unrelated to the Apex Legends character, but it's unknown whether it's related to Project Scout in any way. Ubisoft attempted to replicate Call of Duty's success with X-Defiant, but the game is shutting down in June. Ubisoft has recently created a new dedicated subsidiary focusing on its 3 main franchises, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Ubisoft is reportedly working on a tactics game set in the Rainbow Six universe, As for Apex Legends, EA has teased some sort of Apex Legends 2.0, but it still seems a while away. Don't you love that half the story was about a report of something they might be making, and the other half was about all the failures that Ubisoft has had? I really don't have any faith in this, but let's see what it is. I do love the Battle Royale genre and just that minute-to-minute gameplay if the game could be fun and interesting takes, so I'm always open to a new idea. At number 5, Star Wars Zero Company is officially heading to Xbox Series X and S. Fraser Gilbert at Pure Xbox writes, "Back at the end of March, we highlighted a game that appeared to be coming to Xbox, which looked like Star Wars meets XCOM, and that game has been announced today as Star Wars Zero Company, confirmed for Xbox Series X and S. Developer BitReactor, which is made up of various XCOM veterans, is working on Star Wars Zero Company and will be in attendance at Star Wars Celebration this weekend to share more details alongside Respawn Entertainment and Lucasfilm Games." Yes, I am recording this episode on Friday night, so I am hoping to learn a bit more about this game because Star Wars Celebration is actively going on. I can't wait. Everyone who has listened to the show for a long time knows I am a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm always very interested in the XCOM style games. Cannot wait. I trust in Respawn, even if they're just helping to work on the game. Let's go. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about X1, and this one is just nothing crazy, more of a PSA, but it is Xbox's massive spring sale, as they always do every year. It includes over 900 discounted games, so go check it out. If you got the extra money, definitely spend some. My personal recommendations include Elden Ring, Mass Effect, and my beloved Resident Evil games. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I've been switching back and forth between Doom Eternal and South of Midnight. And I have to say, and I'll give this with a caveat that I have been so tired with work and everything going on lately, but I just don't have the drive to continue to play South of Midnight. I like the story and what it's doing, but it's just so repetitive and the gameplay is just boring. I'm becoming really disappointed. I hope I'm just not too sour. I do want to try to give this game another chance and continue to play it and beat it, but I don't know. My name is Brandon Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week. Stay safe and keep on gaming.